Morning, everyone. Move your body. Let's do it. So this is going to be a short practice, hopefully one that moves all of the crooks and crannies in those bones and tendons and muscles. So let's begin in tabletop. So remember, in tabletop, our hands are under our shoulders and our knees are hip distance apart. Let's start by spreading our fingers nice and wide and pressing your fingertips into the mat at about 10%. And then go ahead and begin to do some cat-cows. So take a deep breath in. Let's do this together. As you exhale, begin to tuck the chin in, round the back, press your hands away from the mat. Inhaling, lifting the tailbone, dropping the belly, bringing the heart forward, gaze forward. Exhale, another cat position here, rounding your back. Inhaling into cow. Exhaling into your cat pose. Inhaling into cow. Let's do 2 more of these cat-cows on your own. If there's some music that you really would like to hear this morning, go ahead and pause and then place your music on and then come back. Coming back to center, neutral spine, extend the right leg back. Think about keeping the hip bones pointing down towards the floor. Send the heel down back towards the back wall. Opposite arm comes out, so your left arm comes forward, thumb pointing up. Lengthen through the crown of the head and your heel. On your next exhale, let's do a crunch. Bring your knee and elbow in towards each other as you round your back. Hold it here. Breathe. Keep lifting. And then inhale, extend. Exhale, go ahead and round again. Bring that elbow and knee in towards one another. Hold it here and breathe. On your next inhale, extend. Exhale, bring hand and knee to the floor. Other side. Left leg extends nice and long. Reach that heel. Point your hip bones towards the floor. Opposite arm comes out. Gazing towards your mat on your exhale, crunch. Bring your elbow and knee in towards the belly. Lift your upper thigh. Keep it here. On your next inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Hold here and breathe. Inhale and extend. Bring your hand and knee to the floor. Curl your toes under and press into your first downward facing dog. Come into high plank for a moment. Adjust your toes and your hands so you're in a strong high plank position. And then lift your hips back and up for downward facing dog. Press your hands away from the floor. Let's pedal our feet, bringing one heel to the ground and then the other. Feel like your chest is going towards your upper thighs as your tailbone reaches for the sky. On your next inhale, I want you to come into your high plank pose. And then I want you to drop your hips as if you're coming into upward facing dog. Keep your toes curled under. Squeeze your thighs. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Let's floss this. So as you inhale, come back to upward facing dog, modified with toes curled under. Gaze up. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more on your own. Let's go. Stay nice and strong. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Last one, coming into upward facing dog. Notice how Everything is off the ground other than the toes and hands. And exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Notice my heel reaching to the back wall. My hips are pointing down. From here, let's bend our right knee, bringing the heel towards your sit bone, and gaze under your armpit, opening up to the right side. Keep breathing here. Come back with your three-legged dog, extending the heel, hips pointing towards the floor. And then come for knee to chest. Bring your knee forward towards your chest, body over the hands, and then place and step your right foot in between your hands. Coming into our low runner's lunge. So your front foot with your hands, or you're using your blocks, whichever you prefer. From here, can you send the pelvis towards the ground a little more? Can you bring the back toes back a little more? On your next inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky for crescent lunge. Good. From here, bend the back knee halfway down. Oh, yes, and hold. Inhale, straighten the back leg. Exhale, lower the back knee halfway. Inhale, straighten the back leg. Bring your hands to frame your foot again and press back into downward facing dog. Other side, left leg extends up towards the sky. Yes, heel reaching back, hip bones though towards the ground. Go ahead and bend the left knee, bringing the heel towards your sit bone. Gaze under your armpit and open towards the left side. Careful of the lower back. Don't let it arch very much. Keep breathing, pressing your hands away from the floor. And then come back to three-legged dog slowly. Lower the hips so that they are parallel toward your mat. And then knee to chest. Bring that knee up and in. And then slowly land your left foot in between your hands. Take your times. Come up, crescent lunge. Nice. From here, lower the back knee halfway. Inhale, back up to crescent lunge. Exhale, lower the knee halfway. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, paint your hands back down towards your front foot. Go ahead and come back into downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Remember, fingers are nice and wide. You're pushing into your mat with your fingertips. From here, on your inhale, lift up onto your toes, bend your knees, try hopping to the front of your mat into forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Extended mountain. Bring your arms up towards the sky. Gaze up tall. Exhale, mountain pose. Bring your hands to your heart center and take a cleansing breath. Let's do that again. Inhale, extend your mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, go to high plank, step back or hop. Once in high plank, take one breath here, and then go to chaturanga, which is a low. And then inhale into your upward facing dog. And then exhale to your downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Come into your high plank pose. Squeeze your thighs. Come into low plank, maybe just a slight bend in the elbows. Then flip your toes. Come into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's come into high plank pose. Let's move our left hand to the center and drop your hips leftward and open to your side plank. Good. Any other variation that you'd like to do? Keep breathing. Align the hips. And as you come back, slowly come back to high plank. Take your time. Once in high plank, press back to downward facing dog. Don't cheat yourself out of all of these movements. Coming back to high plank. Move your right hand to the center and let yourself do your high plank on the other side. Left arm comes up towards the sky. Come back to finding your breath. Slowly come back to your high plank pose before you push yourself back into downward facing dog. Good. This time, inhale, right leg comes up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow and come over your hands. Stay here. Breathe. Scoop up your core. Inhale, press back, three-legged dog. Let's do this again for the center. Inhale, bring your knee in towards your chest. Come over the hands. Lift, 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 lift. And then come back to three-legged dog. Last one, your knee is going to go to your left elbow. So go ahead and bring knee to chest and cross over. Good job, everybody. Keep pressing, holding. Inhale, come back. This time, bringing your foot all the way through, coming into warrior one. Little break on the wrists. Okay, so check your hip bones. Are we facing the front? And if not, make your adjustments for warrior one. And then from here, bring your hands to heart center, lean forward, and let's twist. Twisting towards the right. You can choose whichever twist you'd like to do. Come back to breathing. Put a smile on your face. Yes, thank you. Inhale, come back to center, staying forward. And then we're going to come into warrior three. So you're going to have to push off your back leg and then come into airplane, warrior three, whatever you are practicing here for balance. Choose wisely and fall out. Falling out is good. Remember, builds the muscles. Breathe. Think about leading with the back heel towards the back wall. And then slowly come back to warrior one. So bend through the front knee, bring the foot back, and come up. Excellent. Bring your hands down to the floor to frame your foot. Step back into downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Left leg rises towards the sky. We start with bringing that knee to the left elbow, holding it here. Keep lifting for 3, 2, 1, and press back. Again, come on in towards the center of the body, knee to chest. Keep it lifting and breathing for 3, 2, 1. Come back to three-legged dog. And this time, left knee over to the right elbow. Twist slightly. Come on, you guys can do it. For 3, 2, 1. And extend back to warrior 3. Slowly bringing your foot back to your mat for downward facing dog. Oh, forgot. Bring it through. Bring your leg back up. Left leg forward. We're coming into warrior 1. I need you guys here to remind me. Okay, so warrior 1 again. Again, noticing the hips. Readjusting, bringing your hands to heart center. Bringing the crown of your head forward slightly and creating your twist. Use your arms as levers. Let yourself twist towards the left. Feel the back shoulder blade on your left side trying to tuck in and come down towards the spine. Come back to center. And then you're going to press off into your warrior three or airplane position. Go ahead, really flex the back leg so your heel is reaching. Breathe deeply here. Fall in and out if you must. Come back to that position. And then slowly bend through the left knee to bring your foot back to warrior one position. Ah, beautiful. Go ahead and paint your hands down towards your foot. Step back, downward facing dog. All right, let's flip our dog here. So bring your right leg up towards the sky. Go ahead and bend your right knee. Open to the right, and then continue by bringing your right foot to the floor. Right arm behind you. Do your best to reach forward through your right fingers. And then to come out, this is really tough, but I would like you to try to take that left hip and knee and tuck it up and in. So, and come back forward so you're into knee to chest, and then downward facing dog. I didn't even do that very eloquently. Let's try other side. Left, bend the elbow, go ahead, flip your dog. Notice how your right knee straightens, the right into the leg. Good. Again, to flip back, let's use our core. Bring your knee in and back to downward facing dog. Excellent. Inhale, come up on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, hop to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, extended mountain. And exhale, mountain pose. Okay. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Let's step our right leg back for low runner's lunge. And then come up to crescent. Very nice. So from here, we're going to come into knee to chest, standing pose. So you're going to press through your back toes. Let the foot slide. Come up for knee to chest. Place your hands on the hips, or if you need them out for balance, that's great. Or maybe you're going to bring your hands around your shins to help lift your knee up towards your belly. From here, you can take your peace fingers or behind your calf, and you're going to start to extend the leg forward. Stand nice and tall. Don't round forward. Good. Keep breathing here. And then you're going to bring the knee back in, but stay here. We're going to take that right ankle over the left knee, and we're going to start to sit and squat. Little squat, or maybe a lot of you will do a long squat or lower squat. If your hands do come to the ground for a nice stretch, that would be another phase. And for some people, maybe you begin to lean into your elbows, coming onto your triceps, trying to get your weight into your hands to let the back leg come off the floor. And I cannot do that. So I'm staying here. Keeping your core nice and engaged, begin to slowly come back up. Bringing your knee again for knee to chest. And then lowering your foot to the ground, mountain pose. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And step back to high plank. Go ahead, press into downward facing dog. Take the left leg up and bring it through in between your hands. Low runner's lunge. Coming up to crescent. From here, again, we're going to step up for knee to chest. Maybe bringing your hands onto your shins. Beautiful. Then again, coming back into that same position. So we're doing this side twice. Don't get confused. We haven't done the other side. We're still on the right side. We want to tire out this leg on the left side. Coming for your stretch. Notice how this feels in the ankle if you end up reaching the floor. From here, inhale, come back up. Bring your knee up towards your chest. And exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. And then press back to downward facing dog. Left leg rises, or right leg rises, and bring it through for crescent lunge. Low runner's lunge first, and then up for crescent lunge. And then we're going to come to stand on the left side, knee to chest. Grabbing here on this side, your shin. And then for the very first one that we do, we're going to extend the leg. So grab the toes or extend the leg out. Stay nice and tall in this position, feeling the stretch in the back of the leg. Coming back for knee to chest. And then bringing the left ankle over the right knee, beginning to sit and squat. Hands parallel here to the floor. Finding wherever you can come to in this shape. Again, maybe you're going to be able to come bend through the elbows and balance here. I'll be staying in this shape. And then again, making sure your core is nice and tight as you come up. And then come back, knee to chest. And then lower down. One last time, inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back to high plank. And then press to downward facing dog. Right leg comes up, bring it through. Low runner's lunge, framing your foot, then up to crescent. And then from here, stepping up, knee to chest. This time we're not extending the leg. Staying here and tiring out this right leg. Think about lengthening through the crown of your head. Then bring that left ankle over the knee. Start your squat and balance pose here. Good. Maybe your shins and ankles are getting tired like mine. Woo! Maybe coming down for extra stretch. Can you find your Ujjayi breath? Coming back up. Slowly transitioning to knee to chest. And then bringing your foot down, mountain pose. Awesome. Okay, let's come down. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come up down onto your knees. Let's stay on our knees as if we're standing. Let's open our heart here. Bring your hands into your imaginary jean pockets. Draw your shoulder blades and elbows together. Press the hips forward and lean the head back slightly. The more you lean back, keep pressing the hips forward to keep hips over knees. But as you lean back, think about that big beach ball. So you want to be lengthening and using the core to hold you up in this position. If the breathing is sharp and hard, back off, come up a little. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades and the elbows together. Come back up to stand. Bring your hands down to tabletop. Go ahead and just let your hips fall from side to side like doing windshield wipers. And then slowly make your way down onto your stomach. Remove anything that's in your way. Bring your arms down by your sides, palms facing up. Bring your feet together. And imagine you have a block in between your thighs. So squeeze your thighs and glutes together to hold your block. And then without peeling your chest or your head, lift the palms and the arms up towards the sky. Feel your thumbs coming towards one another. And then go ahead and peel your chest up. Gaze towards the floor. Think about lengthening your tailbone towards your heels as the crown of your head comes forward. Can you come a little higher? Feet are grounded to the floor here. Good. Exhale and release. This time, arms come out in a T shape, palms facing the floor. Same movement, so create your strong legs. Keep your feet grounded, and then just lift the arms up high, and then peel the chest and forehead up. Good. Can you squeeze the shoulder blades in towards each other? Keep breathing even though you're pressing deeply into the mat. Couple of more breaths here. Exhale and lower. Last one is going to be a movement for the shoulders, shoulder blades. So bring your arms above your head, palms facing the floor. Keeping the legs grounded on the ground, create strong legs. Lift the arms up off the ground and lift the chest. And now it's a bit of a movement where you bring the arms down and back, and then bend the elbows so the hands come towards the shoulders. Extend out, almost like a breaststroke. If you're not sure, keep watching me. Extend the arms, bring them down into a T and as far down back as you can. Bend through the elbows, hands come towards the shoulders. Reach up. Continue here. 2 more. Last one. And release and rest. Do some windshield wipers here with your legs. Again, let's press up to tabletop, but stay in tabletop. Don't go into child's pose yet. Again, just let the hips move slightly. And then sit back in child's pose. Legs together if you can. Take a few breaths in your child's pose position. Let's come up to seated. We're going to do a seated twist. Take your right leg, cross it over your left. Bring your arms up towards the sky. Go ahead and twist rightward. Again, think about sitting forward on your sit bones. As you breathe in, you think about lengthening through the crown of your head and micro twisting on your exhales. On your next exhale, come back to center. Release your leg, go to the other side. Left leg over right. Inhale, reach, and twist leftward. Coming back to center. And now we're going to come down onto our backs for happy baby pose. So go ahead and lower down. Find your happy baby pose. Maybe you rock a little bit at first. Maybe you don't. From here, move your hands, if they're on your feet, to behind your knees. And then what we're going to do is we're going to extend one leg at a time as we kind of rotate or roll a little to that side. So start by bringing your left heel to your sit bone, keeping happy baby pose, and then start to lean or roll to the right as you straighten your right leg as much as you can. So your hands are still behind you. And then come back to center, start to bend or bring the right heel to your sit bone and extend the left leg out as you roll a little to the left. Let's do that again. Bring the left heel down towards your sit bone as you extend your right leg out as far as it can to straighten it. You're even moving a little towards the right. And then back over to the left side. Coming back to center, let's take butterfly pose in this lying position. If you'd like to put props under your legs for support, we'll end here for Shavasana. Let's take 2 deep cleansing breaths here on your own. Deep inhales and some nice sighs or letting go through the mouth. Coming back to your regular breath. Let go of controlling your breath or your body. Let your body rest here. If you prefer to extend the legs out, straighten the legs. What do you feel around your body? Is there any heat, any tingling? Can you focus on your exhales, and as you breathe out, let your body melt a little more into your mat. Release your jaw, relax your eyes, hands and toes. Continue to stay in this shape for your Shavasana. Take all the time you would like to rest here. It was a pleasure practicing with you this morning. Namaste.